12 days ago, as of the recording of this video, I made a video called The Bizarre World of Ultraman Toys. In that video, I talk about the weird and questionable toys design in Ultraman history. But today, I'm going to talk about a rarity of these toys, but specifically Sofubis. Because as you guys know, I collect Sofubis as many as other fans does, and I feel like maybe as a Sofubi fans and collector, I should acknowledge the rarest Sofubis there ever be. So let's go. 1989 Hanejiro Sofubi. This Sofubi is very unique from any other Sofubis because it has a texture on its body that's just never before seen in any kind of Sofubis, that is fur.
Oh my god! Even though they from... Oh my god!
Yes, this Sofubi is basically a rubber plastic toy with a couple of fur of it. So it makes this Hanejiro toy looks like a real Hanejiro in a sense. It will cost you $70 to pay them, where usually the price is around $10 or so. During the collaboration between Thailand company, which I don't even know what the name is, and Tsuburaya, they made a movie called Hanuman and Ultra Brothers, and it's a pretty controversial movie because I'll talk about it someday, but you can check it out yourself. But basically, they also released a Sofubi for this character, and that is Hanuman. And this Sofubi is very expensive since, well, it's not produced anymore, it's rare, and it's from a very controversial movies. So the price for the Sofubi is $343. Holy crap. This one is pretty cheap, to be honest, for being a rare toys. But basically, this is a Sofubi for the character Haruno Musashi from Ultraman Cosmos. And this is the very first Sofubi of a human character. So I think the reason this toy is very cheap for its rarity is because nobody wants to buy this. Because look at the detail on its face, it's like non-existent. Plus, why do you want to buy a Sofubi of the character there? The reason kids buy these Sofubi toys because they want to feel like they control the story of Ultraman. They don't want to look at the person, and if anything, if they want a person in their story, it's gonna be them playing, right? So this toy is cost around $4. I'm not sure if this is counts as Sofubi or anything, but it's on a list when I was researching it back then, so I'm just gonna talk about it. This is Ultraman Elite Sofubi. If you're wondering who is Ultraman Elite, once again a controversial Ultraman characters that is long gone because, well, it's controversial, got copyright strike, I guess you could say that, and got cancelled. And this toy costs around $277 once again because it's probably the illegal toys. Same with Ultraman Elite, his partner Ultraman Millennium also have a quite high price, that is $119. If you like Dakzaki and already buy a Sofubi for character, I think that you maybe needs to buy this one, even though it's like very small changes for the Dakzaki toys. This is Dakzaki with yellow eye. It's an actual toy, and the toy is actually decently priced, that is $11. When Taro about to do his finisher move, his body turned into a rainbowish color, and Bandai thought,
hey, that's pretty good,
and thus create Ultraman Taro Storium Kosen version. And this costs around $21 1999. If you're Ultraman Z fans and you actually like Scavenger, which to be honest, a lot of people actually like Scavenger, and that's why he has his own spin-off series. Well, there's a new version during the time that was released and it costs around $200. Like, wow. And it is Ultraman Z Vinyl Odyssey Scavenger limited edition figure. Like, wow. If you look at the design, you could notice that his color scheme is basically the original Ultraman. So this is Scavenger with original Ultraman color scheme, and I think it looks cool. The detail looks amazing for Sofubis. And I tried to search for this friend of Avengers, and weirdly enough, there is no one in Japan own these Sofubis. And the only place that I can find it is in an online market where they accept only Russian ruble. It's Russian currency. How did Jiras go to Russia? It's not your monster, it's ours. And yeah, the price for this is $120. Jiras Vinyl Odyssey, which is a 9 inches figure. And I think it looks really cool because the color scheme really pops out and make Jiras looks entirely different from Godzilla. The spike on his back become translucent and seems like it's giving an effect of sparkling, which is amazing already. During the 25th anniversary of Ultraman Tiga, they released a new set of toy for Ultraman Tiga, that is EX Ultraman Tiga 25th anniversary set, which is basically 3 Sofubis in one box. And I think it's really a good deal for its price, and the price being $30. $30 for 3 Sofubis? Pretty good. On top of that, it's not like a common toy or something. It's a rare Sofubi and it's for $30 for 3. We're still with Ultraman Tiga, and this time this is Glitter Tiga. And it's not like the translucent or the see-through one that is like very common actually. Well, not very common, but quite common, I guess I could say that. But basically this one looks far better, and I think the best version of any Glitter Tiga we could see on screen. That is the original one from the original series, where they just put a gold or yellow light on top of Tiga and they make it into a Sofubis, and he looks amazing. But the price is also very cheap. It's really weird, and it's only $11. Still with Ultraman Tiga, but this time it is Ultraman Tiga Final Odyssey set, and it costs $112. And this one is really good if you really want it, especially if you have that amount of money, because it gives you 7 Sofubis. 7! First we have Hydra, Torrent, Tiga Blast, Tiga Tornado, Camera, Tiga Glitter. Next is another ugly Sofubis, that is Ultraman Trigger Dog in Kengo's Dream. Yeah, that's the Sofubis. It's Ultraman Trigger Dog in Kengo's Dream. And do you know what they do with the toys? They took that Trigger Sofubis and sprayed it with red. Ugly as hell. No, like seriously, look at this toy. What would they thinking when making this toy? They could just make him see-through red color thing. But no, they make him seem like this, as in a color effect for the like red light in the series. Why? And it's also actually limited to Japan only, and also a sort of crane game gift. Next is Ultraman Type A, and this is a vintage figure. Guess how much it costs? Extremely cheap, because for some reason people didn't know that the older it is or the more vintage it is, the higher price it is. Yet this goddamn toy is sold around $6 each. This is another Ultraman version, that is Ultraman Type B teleportation version, and I think this one looks awesome as hell. This toy is made to replicate Ultraman during episode 16 of the original series. So as we all know, Ultraman Powered series deliver us with amazing Ultra Kaiju suits. When they become a Sofubis, they look spectacular. They actually look amazing, but weirdly enough, as of the time I was searching this, I couldn't find a Powered Dada Sofubis, weirdly enough. I only found 9 of them, and that is Kemula, Manila, Aboras, Gomora, Alien Bolton 2, Zepton, Dorako, and Hydra, Pesta. Next is the Kaiju that never appeared in Ultraman series and pretty much ancient in terms of Ultraman history, that is Budka. And There's actually like a common version of these Sofubis. In Mega Monster Battle Ultra Galaxy, the movie, there's this gigantic monster controlled by Belial or merged with Belial. And this character is called Beludra. And yeah, there's a Sofubi for it. Come in 3 different versions and 3 different sizes. The first one is the biggest one of them all, which costs around $40. And the second version have the same size as any other Sofubi nowadays and costs around $13. And the smallest one costs around $8. With strange design and strange color Sofubis, Alien Pit with the baby Eleki. So this toy is basically Alien Pit toys with a puppet. Like, why won't you just make a Sofubis of that specific toys and then market it as life-size baby Eleki? Because baby Eleki is small, so you could have this thing here and cost around what, $16 or something. But this toy is cost around $180. Remember when I said that Ultraman Tiga 25th anniversary was a good deal? Well, that was a joke compared to this one. This toy cost $36 for 12 Sofubis. Holy heck! This is Ultraman 14th anniversary set. First we have Ultraman Taro, the original Ultraman, Zofi, Jack, Ultraman Tiga, Ultraman Dyna, Ultraman Gaia, Seven, Leo, Ace, and Kid Taro. Yes, Kid Taro. I think out of every single Sofubi we talked so far, this one is the most rarest of them all, and we also doesn't know the price of this toy. Literally on the internet, nobody seems to own this thing. Nobody knows if this thing even exists anymore. Maybe it just got out of existence, because this is 7 Superior Sofubi. And if you don't know anything about 7 Superior, he came at the final episode of Ultra 7, which has the same appearance as the normal Ultraman 7. This design of 7 Superior isn't the same as the one on the TV series, because they took the inspiration from the manga, which they give a new design for 7 Superior. Well, that's all for today for all of the rarest Sofubis. What do you guys think? Which one is your favorite? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I see you guys in the next video. Bye!